You may choose to look the other way, but you can never say again that you did not know. History is idle gossip about a happening whose truth is lost the instant it has taken place. I was within and without, simultaneously enchanted and repelled by the inexhaustible variety of life. As he learns the truth will automatically free him. Things change, and friends leave. Life doesn't stop for anybody. Timid men prefer the calm of despotism to the tempestuous sea of liberty. To prepare for the mountains develop mind, body, will and spirit as strong as a sword, soft as a pillow, and fluid as water. To hide feelings when you are near crying is the secret of dignity. I'm not into this whole move with the times thing. I reckon we should just decide on a year and stick with it. I've often mused over the idea that madness is actually a sane reaction to an insane world. The greatest mystery the universe offers is not life but size. Doing the best at this moment puts you in the best place for the next moment. It is better to live one day as a lion than 100 years as a sheep. Representatives of truth. The champions of truth are hardest to find, not when it is dangerous to tell it, but rather when it is boring. You like me not because I like you. I like you just because I like me. One of the penalties of refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. Having the life of your dreams is simple. Make conscious choices. I have made a ceaseless effort not to ridicule, not to bewail, not to scorn human actions, but to understand them. I had a dream about you last night. You were a giant slinky and I watched you fall down the stairs. Choose your steps wisely because your footprints may be followed by others. Growth isn't a series of mistakes. That's the only way you learn. The most wasted of all days is one without laughter. The beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you. The truth is the kindest thing we can give folks in the end. Every second alive is the greatest gift we will ever know. You see me walking away, I see myself walking towards greatness. Follow your heart, then root its longing with the facts. If you take responsibility for yourself, you will develop a hunger to accomplish your dreams. To assess the quality of thoughts of people, don't listen to their words, but watch their actions. Sometimes you have to take 2 steps back to take 10 forward. Time's stride, so uneven, some days endless, and others like the blink of an eye. Some want to live within the sound of church or chapel bell. I want to run a rescue shop within a yard of hell. The gods are fond of the cryptic and dislike the evident. The public have an insatiable curiosity to know everything, except what is worth knowing. Success will be within your reach only when you start reaching out for it. You have been blessed with immeasurable power to make positive changes in your life. A man may die, nations may rise and fall, but an idea lives on. Ideas have endurance without death. I admire those who do good and expect nothing in return. You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. The good which every man, who follows after virtue, desires for himself, he will also desire for other men. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any one thing. On marriage, you sort of stumble along and reconnect, and lose each other and reconnect again. The more you try to please people, the more they get control of you, and you'll end up hurting yourself. That which we persist in doing becomes easier to do, not that the nature of the thing has changed, but that our power to do has increased. Failure is when you give up. A real winner is someone that doesn't give up, even when it feels like they are losing. I would never die for my beliefs because I might be wrong. Of all sad words of tongue or pen, the saddest are these, "It might have been." In between goals is a thing called life that has to be lived and enjoyed. Great achievement is usually born of great sacrifice and is never the result of selfishness. Start writing, no matter what. The water does not flow until the faucet is turned on. Leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. There is no doubt fiction makes a better job of the truth. Sometimes I think my head is so big because it is so full of dreams. Strengthen my heart to keep speaking what I know is true even when it hurts and brings pain I must go through. What we cannot bear removes us from life. What remains can be borne. A life of sacrifice is the pinnacle of art and is full of true joy. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. The most important reason for going from one place to another is to see what's in between, and they took great pleasure in doing just that. It is not worth the while to let our imperfections disturb us always. Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding. If we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. No matter what he does, every person on Earth plays a central role in the history of the world, and normally he doesn't know it. An unbreakable mask and cunning are the keys for executing a plan flawlessly. The only way to fail is to stop trying. Continue to move forward and expand as you see how your perseverance yields amazing results. Make the most of yourself, for that is all there is of you. The goal shouldn't be to make the perfect decision every time, but to make less bad decisions than everyone else. Chanel is an institution, and you have to treat an institution like a whore, and then you get something out of her. The best way to predict your future is to create it. When I tell the truth, it is not for the sake of convincing those who do not know it, but for the sake of defending those that do. To be alone is to be different. To be different is to be alone. One is not struck by the truth until prompted quite accidentally by some external event. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals. In order to be yourself, you must first know who you are. When the darkness closes all around, beauty is all there just waiting to be found. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. Truth is like the sun. You can shut it out for a time, but it ain't going away. Prepare yourself for success. You have to see it coming to get there. Choosing kindness is the ultimate expression of evolved consciousness. Grow by being kind. When we embrace who we are, the world embraces us right back. Shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll land in the stars. Language always betrays us, tells the truth when we want to lie, and dissolves into formlessness when we would most like to be precise. I'll never understand humans. Poison side. All of you seem to welcome our lies, but you never like it when we tell the truth. It used to be about trying to do something. Now it's about trying to be someone. Life doesn't always give us the choices we want. All we can do is make the best of things. A tiny change today brings a dramatically different tomorrow. Be kind to one another, even when it's not requested. It is life, I think, to watch the water. A man can learn so many things. I can be forced to live without happiness, but I will never consent to live without honor. You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. Learn from your past, use the possibilities of the present moment, and let the future open the doors of opportunity. When you make a choice, you change the future. We are here, and it is now. The way I see it is, after that, everything tends towards guesswork. If I had to choose between betraying my country and betraying my friend, I hope I should have the guts to betray my country. I don't regret the painful times, I bear my scars as if they were medals. Success and failures are always very near to each other. Each can turn into the other very quickly. Somebody has to start. Somebody has to step forward and do what is right, because it is right. We become what we want to be by consistently being what we want to become each day. I encounter one example after another of how relative truth is. The man who says he can, and the man who says he cannot are both correct. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed.